Hey comic kids, Cash Cow back with another video. It's been a minute since you guys seen me. I know the speculation and everybody's hyped, and next month you're gonna get the premiere of the Moon Knight series. I'm glad they doing it as a TV show, guys. Like, I didn't want to see them start off as a movie. That would have been the wrong way for me, because a lot of the casual fans don't know about Moon Knight. Hardcore fans, they know about Moon Knight. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna dive into these 7 comics that you guys might want to keep your eye on and look out for. I mean, Moon Knight hot right now, so pretty much anything that you invest in with Moon Knight is probably gonna do pretty well, guys. And with that being said, let's kick this off and let's start it now. Now, the first one, we got Marvel Preview number 21. This predates this predates Moon Knight number 1, 1980. That was his first premiere issue, but this actually predates it. Back in the day, they had like the magazines of Marvel Preview and what was the other? It's like they had a lot of magazines back in the day. They did a lot of comics magazine style. The Vampire Tales, Marvel Preview, with Punisher, all that stuff. Like they did magazines where they would put the character in the magazine. The whole book wouldn't be completely about them, but they would give them like their own edit and section that was about them. You see the artists with the sketches and drawings and all that. They took more time back then to build characters, or at least get you invested, so when the character finally previewed, or that was kind of a way to catch you up with the origin of the character, you was invested in it. So this predates Moon Knight number 1, 1980. That's his premiere. And be careful with those Moon Knight number 1s, because I think they're up to maybe volume 5 or 6 now. So they continue to roll them out. They continue to go. But that being said, you guys might want to, take a look at that. Right now, it's going for a pretty decent price. You can find them, I would want to say, around the $50 to $60 mark. But once the show finally comes out, or gets closer to the show, because we're only really 1 month away, guys. So it's coming. That might be one you guys might want to look out for. Hold on to it. Plus, they magazine styles. How can you not love them? That being said, next one, we got Mark Spector, Moon Knight number 1, first issue. Now with Moon Knight, he had a lot of alter egos. So you had Mark Spector, you had he had 2 other ones. I can't even think of them right now. But he had a few alter egos because like he's going through an internal struggle in his mind and all that stuff. But that's another topic here and there. We'll dive into that another time. This is the first premiere issue of his second ongoing series, because they did a Moon Knight number 1, 1980. Then they had that run for a while. Then they premiered a 6-issue series. It was like a short. They did, like I told you on previous videos, they did the 1 through 4, 1 through 6, 1 through 8, stuff like that. Secret Wars, Falcon, Hawkeye, all those had their little number 1s, but they were limited series editions. It wasn't like his complete run. It was just like a limited 1 through 4, 1 through 6. But this is the premiere issue for his second ongoing series. That's a book that's pretty underrated. I feel like that's gonna get hot. Because if I'm not mistaken, in the trailer, whoever's on the phone was like, called him Mark. And he was like, why are you calling me that? Man, I'm already excited. I've been excited for a while. Like, I've had so many issues of Moon Knight. I've sold so many, collected so many, and now you like, because his bubble started, I would want to say maybe about 5-6 years ago. So people was like, oh, this could be a cool character. But it was like underground. People's like, oh yeah. But every year it just continued to grow, and climb and climb and climb. Now you're like, oh, he here. Like they gonna do a series on this guy. Man, tell you. Look out for that one, guys. That's a pretty decent, affordable one. Compared to his Marvel, I mean, I keep saying Marvel. His Moon Knight #1 1980, that could be one you can invest in if you can't afford his first premiere issue with his first series. Just something to keep your eyes on. And with that being said, since we've been talking about his premiere, Moon Knight #1. This came out in 1980. Now, this actually has the first appearance of Bushman, who is an arch nemesis and a mercenary also. So I'm pretty sure, being with the success of the show, you're gonna see Bushman. Like he's an arch nemesis to Moon Knight. And the other person that premieres is, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but Kenoshu. It's like an Egyptian god he meets because Moon Knight's story picks up. He's in Egypt, and something happens over in Egypt, and then next thing you know, what you get, right? With that being said, this is, if you want to go after like his first premiere issue, that's one. You guys might want to, right now it's starting to pick up some steam. It hasn't reached its full potential. It's still got legs to grow. It can still climb. Hasn't reached its full potential. I would suggest getting that one, guys. I mean, for right now, you can still get a few copies here and there. For the most part, under $100. But once the show premieres, and if it's successful, I don't think you'll be able to get this for under $100 anymore, guys. I'm telling you guys, snatch that one up. It's nice. You got the purple background. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Just think that comic was 50 cents back in the day. Now look at it. That shows you the value of how much price increases on these comics. It's crazy. With that being said, we got Marvel Spotlight #28. This is his first solo story. So this is when he breaks free of the Werewolf by Night series. This one is hot. And if I'm not mistaken, they have a 30-cent variant. If you can get that one out of this one, get that one. That one is, it's pricey, but it's worth it, guys. But if you can't get that, you can't go wrong with this either. Like, this is first solo story. You got Marvel Spotlight #29. It's his second solo story. So they break stuff up, and then that's when they finally give you the Marvel preview, predates it, and then the Moon Knight #1 in 1980. And I keep saying 1980 so you guys don't get confused. Like I said, there's maybe 5 or 6 volumes of Moon Knight out there. So if you can, get the oldest ones as possible. I'm telling you, the oldest ones always maintain and retain value way longer than the new stuff. That's his first solo story, guys. Hit that if you can. That being said, we got Werewolf by Night #37. This is his third appearance. Now this has went up in value because obviously his first appearance is hot. Second appearance is starting to get to where, hey, it's kind of hard to afford it. So what are people gonna go after? His solo story, his premiere issue, his third appearance. You can't go wrong with Moon Knight, guys. And that's why I'm just here to say you can't go wrong with them. Now, if the show bombs, which I just really don't think it will, because Marvel has a good track record of getting stuff right, I just don't see how they can go wrong with it. Hey, let me know what you guys think. If y'all like the content so far, like, subscribe, comment. I answer those. But just keep rocking out with me, guys. I'm gonna be getting you some videos. Every now and then I'll take a week off, or I'm gone for a week because I'm doing other stuff, or I'm researching, or I'm buying other comics. working, all that stuff. But this is a passion for me. I love to just talk about comics. I love to show them off. I love to watch other people YouTube channels. I subscribe to their channels, watch their stuff. I love the community. Now you do have some knuckleheads and some crazy stuff that go on in the community, but what don't? Nowadays, like it's a lot going on. But that's neither here or there. But back to what I was saying, this is a third appearance, guys. Right now, that's a pretty affordable book, but it has started to creep up in value. I'm not gonna lie to you. Depending on the grade, I mean, like a low grade, you'll probably get under the $50, maybe a little over the $50. But I remember 2 years ago, you could get these for 15, $20. I'm talking about premium condition ones. Now, good luck getting that. And with Moon Knight premiering, you know that, okay, they're premiering Moon Knight, so eventually you're going to see Werewolf by Night. You'll see Dracula. Like, they can go in so many directions, and I'm like, about time. Man. With that being said, hit you with number 6. This is 6 on my list. I'm doing 7. Got Werewolf by Night number 33. Importance of this, second appearance. People can't get the first appearance because, of course, it is skyrocketed out his mind and it's still going up. I'm like, man, I remember when I was getting that comic for $150 maybe like 3 years ago. Man, that ain't happening. It's gone. This one took a while, but once the first appearance really started to gain steam and it blew up and it's on fire. And don't look like it's gonna be put out anytime soon. Like, it's one of those mega Bronze Age keys. Like, I believe it's like maybe 5 or 6 of them in the Bronze Age are really top sellers. Man, but if you can't get that first appearance, get that second appearance. Cover still cool, still lovely, still nice. Get that. You can't get the first appearance, get that. Can't go wrong with that. Origin stories, second appearance, third appearance. Can't get the first. You got to get what you can. Alright? With that being said, number 7. Lucky 7. Y'all already know this because you saw the PGX unboxing. Werewolf by Night number 32. That's his first appearance, y'all. That is the most highly sought after book of Moon Knight right now. And it's gonna remain that way. It's gonna remain that way. I don't see it slowing down or stopping anytime soon. So, I mean, if you can afford to the money, if you have to save your money, or if you came up on something, you could do it, you really wanted it, go after this book. This is the bookend. This is the franchise player of all of these. Now, there's a few other ones I didn't mention because they're mainly important because of cover art. You don't really have any significance to them other than the cover art, but you can't go wrong with those. Like, if I'm not mistaken, Moon Knight number 55. And is it Moon Knight number 100? It's like a cover homage to Amazing Spider-Man 300. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's that, and I think Moon Knight number 55. But it's because the artist made some good sketches for the cover. Like, it's dope. Hey, well, with that being said, this Cash Cow back with another video. Like, subscribe. See you later. Take it easy. Now, I'm dealing with a snowstorm here. So, we'll see how that is. I got a few comics that's supposed to be coming in. I don't know if they're going to be delayed or not. But with that being said, you guys be safe, man. Cash Cow out.